Hi, this is Kathleen Hassan, your confidence coach. And recently I did a video about what to look for in a boy. But I wanted to go a little deeper into that because I have a client who actually came to me looking for her soulmate. I am her coach, and she's 25 years old and single and looking for Mr. Right. And she kept getting more of the same. And I caught her in the act of self-talk where she says, around the third date I usually screw it up. And I'm like, this is not something you want to attract into your life, and we had to change that thought. And I had her develop a list of the qualities she was looking for in a soulmate. And I mentioned it briefly in one of the last videos, but I wanted to go more deeply into her list because it's really profound how clear you can get about what you're looking for. And I want to just go through some of the things that she had on her list. Her qualities were a good sense of humor, security, good hugger, a go-to person, a good listener, responsible, supportive, a family person, taller than me, likes to travel, likes to cook, a good cuddler, appreciative, compassionate, accepting, good communicator, teachable, spiritual, goal-oriented, respectful, easy to get along with, gets along with my friends, creative, handy, passionate, honest, generous, polite, has a vision for life, good-looking, non-smoker, law-abiding, common sense, smart, well-read, loving, affectionate, loyal, trustworthy, spontaneous, a good friend. So she had this exhaustive list. Then she attracted this guy into her life, went on 2 dates, and then said, oh my God, Kathleen, I need to add more to my list. Apparently they were out on a date, and after a few drinks, she discovered that he became very racial and was making comments about this one or that one, and she's like, oh my God, after a couple drinks he was a different person. So she needed to update the list, and she added tolerant of other people's differences, accepting of others, loving, and moderate in all indulgences. She didn't want a big drinker in her life, so she added that to her list. So this list is a living document, and you can add to it. But if you look at people that come into your life as simply contrast to help you get clearer about what you want, and then focus on what you want, you have a better chance of getting. Most girls settle for whatever comes along. I have met so many girls. I remember meeting one girl at a conference, and she said, oh, she was all so cool about having a boyfriend, and other girls said that he doesn't treat her very well. She goes, yeah, he doesn't really mean it, but I forgive him, and we, sometimes we fight and then we get back and I forgive him. And she was like all so into the drama of this relationship, and it was like so ridiculous that you would accept any guy that didn't treat you with love and respect, or that was abusive in any way, shape, or form. So if you attract someone like that into your life, let that be simply a tool to help you get clearer about what you want. And then she went back to her list and added good sense of humor, likes to hang out, very doting, like someone that puts his arm around her, a great hugger, a good kisser, very generous. She went out with a guy that was kind of cheap and left like a cheap tip. She added very generous onto her list. So instead of focusing on what you don't want or focusing on everything wrong with the guy you just went out with, use that as contrast to get clearer about what you want. And then just stay joyful. It's like being in a restaurant and you order a salad. You know exactly what you like in the salad, and you just trust the waiter's going to go off and bring you your salad. You don't follow him into the kitchen and, did you get my order? And you sure? You sit back in joyful anticipation, trusting that the salad is going to come to you. It's the exact same thing with the universe and the law of attraction. Get clear about what you want, and then sit back in joyful expectation and see what you attract into your life. Until next time, this is Kathleen Hassan, your confidence coach.